Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. The Only Link Left. Chapter 17. The Forever Goodbye. Part 2. The City Recreation Center housed some of the best practice and training facilities in the country. The organization running the track and field summer camp reserved it each year for the more than 200 participating teenagers. It was always an exciting experience, as Paul had the opportunity to train and work out with competitors from all around the Pacific Northwest. After the school year ended, she didn't get the chance to be around such focused athletes as herself on a regular basis. So her time at camp was meaningful. The participants were all invited to an end of the term pool party. It was their award for having made it through the Wizards' 8-week training program. Most of her friends and teammates were 15 years old. One or two had already turned 16, since several of the athletes could drive. Less than the usual number of adults were present to help chaperone. Typically, the party would schedule at least a half-dozen lifeguards for a party, as was but taking place at their main Olympic-sized swimming facility. But this was an after-hours event where only 3 employees were free to work that evening. This was the minimum required by state law. The lifeguards were scheduled to be on duty with the youngest and the newest on the staff. The organization provided all camp participants with 2 tickets that serve as concession vouchers, which could be used on any available refreshments. 1 ticket per item. Or non-bottled beverages and refills were free of charge. A small handful of volunteers worked the counter, assisting the athletes to hydrate and fill their bellies. About 2/3 of the way through the allotted time at the pool, one of the most popular, mysterious boys discovered a microphone in the main supply closet. After standing on the trail, he used its voice enhancement feature to gather everyone's attention. In what seemed like an incident fun activity, the boy told everyone to get out of the pool. He asked them to line up on the edge and wait for his instructions. Here we go! On the count of 3, everyone cannonball in at the same time. Some of you get on the diving boards and get ready. He pointed at Paul's to listen. When I get to 3, let's make this place walk. If the water ain't moving like a big-ass wave pool, we didn't do it right. If you jump in, keep the party going. Get back out as fast as you can and do it again. The boy set the microphone on a nearby table and seemed to bask in the spotlight. Claps and whistles went out from his peers as everyone was preparing for the moment. He stepped down from the trail and joined the others by the pool. Paul just happened to be near one of the 2 diving boards when the countdown began. Not wanting to disappoint the group, she scrambled up the ladder and made it to the edge just as the boy shouted out, "Free!" With a smile on her face, she jumped onto the board, bending it with her weight as her body was catapulted into the air. She took her legs up near her chest and wrapped her arms around her knees. As gravity pulled her downward, she hit the water hard, sending what must have been a large splash up from the surface where her body made contact. She could hear others splashing in all around her. She struck out low in the deepest end of the pool, part of her contributor basin to the group exercise. After touching the bottom, 10 feet under, and casually pushing up, she readied herself for a deep breath of air. She didn't realize another athlete had climbed the ladder behind her, was mid-air, almost in cannonball form. He was the largest teenager in the group, a shot put specialist. His best throw was 74 feet, just about 3 shy of the world record, and he stood about 6 feet 6 inches tall, with a weight of probably 235 pounds. Paul's forehead was cresting the surface at the same time as the newest jumper's balled-up body was entering the pool. To her surprise, he struck the brunette with unbelievable force, 2 knees to the top and the side of her head. A scattering bite-sized radiant covers was thrust throughout her vision. She immediately tasted the iron-like metallic flavor of her own blood deep inside her nostril passages. The covers spiraled together and her mind briefly disconnected from her body in a panicked shock. She took 2 lungs full of blue, chemical-filled water and sucked down to the bottom. Despite being unable to physically move her body, she could feel the water not only inside her lungs, but also mixing with the blood inside her veins. Her chest tightened and a funny ripple of fear enveloped her mind. As she lay at the bottom of the pool drowning, the teens, lifeguards, and few remaining parents above had no idea she was down below. The boy who landed on pool obviously made his way back to the side without concern. The waves were choppy and intense, creating a frothy white water appearance that hindered everyone's view to the bottom. Incoherent thoughts passed through her mind, racing from a struck and strains to a buried childhood memories she had forgotten years prior. Paul recalled diving onto and hugging her grandmother that day in the hospital, not wanting to give up on the woman after everyone else had. Her grandmother survived and was currently still around, enjoying her retired life. She remembered the bird that her father pronounced dead, as it flew out of her hands, full of life and energy. Suddenly, the brunette felt the water retreating from her bloodstream, slowly twisting and turning with the brassing veins in her body. She could feel the pool water leaving her lungs, emptying out of her nostrils and mouth the same way it had entered. A full awareness evacuated her mind, and she turned her body perpendicular to the concrete bottom, swinging her feet. With a forceful push, she shot upward to the surface of the pool. In a desperate state of panic, Paul strummed across, simply pushing up onto the side. The aromatic, street-trailing scent of oxygen and the warmth of the air brought tears to the girl's eyes. She wasn't sure what had happened while she was down there, but she knew, somehow, that her destiny was to live, and she was grateful. More hint to Paul having something special about her. What special power do you have, Paul? Sorry about that again. Master and Chloe made their way home, hastily sliding into the driveway about an hour earlier. After finding no signs of the previous captors, Chloe playfully pushed Master against the wall, her back making a thud as she hit. The bun began whipping her wife's clothes off in a fetal frenzy. She was like a wolf who was following the scent of its prey, moving in for the attack. Max was startled at first, but quickly realized what was happening. Even helping Chloe undress herself, she was excited that the semi-wet clothing she wore was being carelessly turned and whipped at until finally only her new body remained. Knowing her lover wanted her so badly filled the brunette's heart with passion. A confident familiarity washed over her, and she loved being able to build herself to the love of her life. With Chloe, the pleasure was always top-notch, and each time they connected, it felt profound and meaningful. They passively kissed as roles were suddenly reversed. Max spun her favorite person around by twitching her hips, pulling at her clothes until nothing but air remained between the couple. Several argos of clothing piled on the floor near their feet. Heavy petting and deep, elongated kisses ensued. Emily taking the lovers to the bathroom. Chloe momentarily released their embrace to turn the shower on, adjusting the hot and cold to a desired temperature. After both stepped in, they enjoyed the water warming their skin and the feeling of one another's bodies up against the other. Every curve, peak, and valley all seemed to be explored with a selfish generosity. The pair would only ever want to share with one another. It was their own secret space that was dedicated to and meant for the married couple to experience together. Chloe moved downward, trimming her lips and tongue around Max's body in the process. When she ended up propped on her knees, she lifted one of Max's legs and placed her feet flat on the side of the bathtub, allowing her to move in at the perfect angle. She kissed the inner portion of her wife's raised leg while massaging up and down on her thigh, respectfully avoiding the middle. "You're teasing me," Max grunted, as her hips strayed in a circular movement. Yep. Her favorite person responded, shamelessly proud of her taunts. She pushed in closer towards the center with her mouth. Then she slowly stripped back away. "Babe," Max pleaded with her lover, "stop teasing. Say you want it, Massey. I need to hear you tell me." Chloe's hands drifted up the standing girl's torso and gently squeezed. Increasingly using her pointers and thumbs to caress the sensitive areas. "I want it, Chloe. I want you so fucking badly." Her voice trembled with a desire that desperately needed to explode. The pair twisted themselves into a seamlessly singular creature for the next half hour, giving and receiving equally. Their bodies erupted with pleasure as they stripped in and out of tangible reality. As per usual, the married couple moved their concerns away, existing only in the moment together. Over the years, they had gotten very good at compromising the other areas of their lives when they were together. Nothing else seemed to matter when they were connecting at such a primal yet sensual level. They were perfect matches in every way, recreated and complete. After enjoying each other and actually taking time to watch the last day and a half away, Max and Chloe helped each other to towel off. Once changed and in the pajamas, Chloe sat on the couch while Max popped popcorn in the kitchen. Not even a second after the microwave buzzed, indicating a fresh bag had been filled, there was a knock at the door. Who could that be? Master Chloe asked to herself as she opened the bag and dumped its contents in the water bowl she typically used for showers. Despite being an adult, Matt still loved most things retro or in creek as she had during her youth. You! A small scuffle ensued following a loud boom that shook the house from the ceiling all the way down to its foundation. Matt left the bowl on the kitchen island and ran around the corner. Her waist had someone pinned against the wall, with both hands around the individual's throat and a knee pressing in on their alphabet. Matt couldn't see who it was from her vantage point, with Chloe blocking the direct view. Give me one goddamn reason why I shouldn't fuck you up. Chloe was irritated. Matt had, of course, seen her partner pissed off, but this was on a much different level. So she was genuinely concerned her wife was about to do something she would forever regret. Please! A younger voice got a struggling to get any words out with her neck being clutched by enraged hands. I'm sorry about before. I've changed. Matthew knew who the words belonged to, so he associated the whim with evilness, simmering at the memory of being held prisoner in her own house. Liar! No way in hell you changed. A day ago, you tied us up and pistol whipped my fucking wife. I should kill you, bitch. Chloe! Master interrupted, fearing if she didn't intervene, her protector might just make good on that last threat. And much as she loved knowing the lengths her soulmate would go for her safety, she couldn't let Chloe actually kill someone, even if part of her wouldn't blame her if she did. The blonde's eyebrows shot up, features softening. Chloe shook her head and looked as if she was abruptly aware of her surroundings, being snapped from a tunnel of laser-focused rays. Chloe released the girl's neck and spun her around, crossing the Zork's arms behind her back, holding them at the wrists. She, once again, shoved her into the wall, face first. After petting Esther down to check for weapons, she pushed her to a sitting position on the love seat and grabbed the vase from the side table, extending it out near the girl's face, readying for an attack. The girl coughed and gagged, rubbing the spots on her neck, while fingers and palms had pushed inward a few seconds prior. Don't fucking move! What the hell are you doing here? The strawberry blonde's voice was cut through the air with a sharp edge, anger so obvious. Matt sat beside her wife and held her hand out towards the girl on the couch. She remembered being able to seamlessly heal the wound on her head that Esther had infected. As he realized her power had a very dangerous side she wasn't completely ready to explore. Esther ran both hands through her long black hair several times, attempting to gather herself before answering. She sighed, then leaned over and looked down at her feet. I'm sorry about before. You're fucking sorry? Chloe broke in. For what? Trying us up? Hitting Max for a goddamn gun? Threatening our daughter? Which part? You're lucky she stopped me from beating your ass. All of it. The girl didn't look from her shoes. Wait. Matt spoke up. As he lowered her hand, what do you want from us? Why would you come back here after the shit you did? Before Chloe could respond, Matt saw her grace, indicating that it was her turn to confront the girl. Esther looked up. None of that mattered now. Death is here. Destiny and both of you are in danger. We all are. And she will come here at some point. The Zolok's energy changed from dejected, and the same so eager and earnest. Whoa, slow down, Chloe encouraged, gazing at her wife for approval, who nodded in response. What are you talking about? Max reached down and placed a hand on the young woman's shoulder. The two met eyes. I forgive you, Esther. Now talk to us. You mustn't just be in danger. You can hit me with a gun if you like. Max took 2 fingers to place on her forehead. Her surgery gushed open, now healed. But we take threats to our daughter very seriously. God, you sissy right now. Chloe eventually spoke. Max gazed over and noticed the blonde biting her lower lip. Not now, babe. Chloe coughed and then lowered the vase. Fine. Tell us everything. Start from the beginning. Max moved her Esther on back and took a seat beside Esther. After everything she did, you think we could trust her? Fuck that, Max. I do, babe. Call it intuition. Well, I don't. Chloe folded her arms in front of her chest, reminding Max of a younger, punk-like version of her favorite person. I don't even like you sitting beside her. What if she tries to hurt you again? She won't. Plus, I think my weight one has recently been upgraded. I never felt so powerful, to be honest. Max noticed Esther gazing at her forehead with a bewildered look on her face. Okay, shiver Max. At least let me get the popcorn for this so better have some answers. Chloe rolled her eyes and made eye contact with the Zoat. It will even fucking breathe long. I in you. Got it? Chloe disappeared around the corner and quickly returned with the wooden bowl in her hand. Setting it down on the coffee table, she grabbed a handful and stuffed several pieces in her mouth. Don't mind me. Go right ahead. Her voice could be understood with a mouthful, but just barely. Esther quickly nodded, then began speaking. She first detailed her life, starting with what she had been trained to do. Her story illustrated how the prophecy about death was misinterpreted by her father, and that Mazusa was on a mission to fix something, dealing with souls passing on to the afterlife. She told Max and Chloe she ordered the machine to be destroyed and was horribly wrong about what she did to them, realizing her purpose had been flipped on its head. Last week she told her account of what happened when she came face to face with the woman. That her machine tracked death to an appointment on campus, but she was wrong before she got there. When the girl had finally finished, Max was experiencing a ecstasy of emotions: anger, fear, uncertainty, and a degree of hopelessness. She was speechless. Chloe, who was sitting on the coffee table with her legs crossed beneath her, hopped up and wiped the butter from her fingers onto a towel, one of them left in the living room after the shower. Fuck! So you're telling us you had a run-in with death herself, who killed one of your men then went after death? Damn! Yes, that's what happened, except the man she killed was a good friend of mine. And truthfully, she did warn him not to touch her. Poor guy. I don't think she intended to kill him. I'm not sure she takes lives without a reason. Don't touch death, or you will definitely die. Think I got it. Remembering how upset Chloe was at Esther earlier, Max found a small comfort in her wife's sarcastic remark. What shall we do now? Max vaguely asked. We don't even know where Des went. And if Des is checking her, we have to get to her before she does. I don't even want to think about all of this. Oh, Esther began. I believe I might know where she went. My sister said she was tracking Destiny's time dust to a place she called the Seals Realm. Something like that. The Wasser's Realm? Mass blurted, contrasting her previously soft-spoken words. That's what to see Waisel? Wowzer. Shit! The tallest of the three cut her eyes upward and lowered her bow. Mass had seen that look in Chloe's face many times, and admits she was in the process of calculating and sorting things out in her brilliant mind. If that makes it to Waisel's realm, dust is fucked. I don't know what time dust is, but I bet that shit leaves a trail to track. This Mazuzza must be able to tap into it. Actually, Esther started mumbling that, then spoke more confidently. I think the machine work in a similar way by detecting travel events. Maybe it's similar simply track time dust. I discovered that irism allowed it to block an individual from tapping into the powers by enhancing the signal while they were in close proximity. That's what you did to us? Mouse called. Yes, I'm so sorry about that, but somehow you got it around it. Apparently, my badass wife can create wormholes. Corey seemed proud. Suddenly, the front door swung open, and a woman with dark hair that hung down to the middle of her back, fluff outward at the ends, stood in the entrance. A golden clasp below her chin held a cossack cape in place. Why, if it isn't Esther, did you miss me? The girl remained silent as Chloe stepped in front of Mass, chest pumped upward. If you hurt Des, I swear on my father's grave. Mazusa chuckled. Oh, there's no need for you to get upset. Yet. Destiny and her little girlfriend are fine for now. The Wasser, on the other hand, is dead. Like, dead. I thought her death was the solution to my problem, but as it turns out, I think it all comes back to Mass Caulfield. She have to die too. Oh, fuck that, Chloe screamed, taking another step forward and positioning herself to fight. No, Chloe, Mass demanded, pulling the bronze shoulder towards herself, halting her pulse. You can't touch her! In the moment, the bronze brunette's mind was reeling. Her heart broke for Waisel. If Mazuzza was telling the truth, yet she felt a sense of release knowing Des was still safe. Les chuckled again. Look, this can be quick. Come out from behind your bodyguard, and we can trust that we shall end this little crusade. There's no need for harm to come to anyone else. You booked time, plus damning every single soul since that moment from passing over. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm the good guy here. We have to make things right. You understand? She nodded. I know you want to do the right thing, and it's not really justified that you get to live while literally everyone else suffers. They're all waiting on you. Look, it be quick, and you won't feel any pain. Here's me. Mass felt a compelling aura as he looked into the woman's eyes. So he break away the oncoming trance and turned to her wife, grabbing her hands and bringing them into her own chest. Chloe, what choice do we have? We can fight this, Mass. We have to. For everything we've been through, we can find a way back from this. We Mass and Chloe. Remember? How many threats have we overcome? She is nothing more than a hurdle for us to get past. A damn bump in the road. I mean, do you think she's affected by time? Maybe you could just pull together some time shenanigans and get rid of her. You know? Please! Just try something. Anything! But what if she's right, babe? What if my life is the key to saving everyone? No fucking way, Mass. I won't trade you. Give me a goddamn break. This ain't happening. Period. Chloe, maybe they've just been delaying this whole thing. If she's right, Mass pointing Marziza, then we still dealing with shit from me merging timelines so long ago. I don't care, Mass. This bitch walks in here and demands your life? The boy looked back at the woman. You're gonna have to kill me too, motherfucker. Marziza smiled. We had a great life together, Chloe. So many amazing moments. Mass's eyes were fixed on her favorite person. We experienced true love with one another, got married, had an amazing daughter, a great career. Maybe it's time to consider everyone else now. Chloe shook her head as tears filled her eyes. Your heart is so big, Mass. You care about everyone. I love that about you. But I've already given my answer. No. No. Hell fucking no. It's not going to change. I refuse to live in the world without you. It's us. Just us. Nothing else matters. Mass knew she was in a tough spot. She was scared to die, but even more so, she was afraid of Chloe dying. If she didn't do what Death wanted, the world might take Chloe's life too. It had been years since she saved her best friend over and over again. But somehow it seemed just like yesterday in many ways. She couldn't bear the thought of Chloe in pain or having to witness her death even one more time. Mass understood what it meant to truly love Chloe. Humans are cursed with mortality and the grim fate of facing not only their own deaths, but the deaths of those they care the most about. Hopefully, they don't have to experience those things until they are really old and live a long, joyful life. In her heart, Mass knew every bit of loving Chloe was worth every bit of pain it would cause to lose her one day. She pulled Chloe in and simply pressed their lips together. After several seconds, she pushed away. You're the best thing that had ever happened to me, babe. Receiving your love has been the honor of my life. Mass, stop. Just stop. There's no way. All of a sudden, Marziza was standing over them, maybe an arm's width away, causing the pair to jump. I'm not sure why you are debating this. You don't really think you have a choice, do you? She reached out and placed her bodily hand on Mass's head, palm flat. As quickly as she realized she was being touched by death, Mass felt an extreme weightlessness envelop her body. Marziza vanished with a chuckle as tears cascaded down Mass's face. Tears were whipping at her heart. The warmth of their salty trails was mortified for a brief moment before numbness pulled through her. Mass! She heard Chloe call out as if she was screaming from underwater. The will to remain on her feet dissipated and she felt herself drifting towards the floor. The fall didn't hurt like she was expecting, as Chloe caught her about halfway down. As a discorrelation between her mind and body confused the brunette. An icy yet effluent tumor lacerated through her limbs, and her sight started to blur. Chloe was spiraling and twisting together, creating monster hues of gray. Mass! Ah! No! Chloe's voice was garbled, somewhere in the distance. Mass's sense of self had disturbed among the gray campus he was now staring into. Confusion. Hollowness. She definitely searched her mind and could still feel her soulmate's connection, as he always could, yet it seemed to be fleeting from her, as if the chittered strands were splintering apart like dry watered twine. Mass! Playing pirates in the backyard, giggling, Captain Beerfield and Lawmaster Silver. Endless summer days. True best friends against the world. Mass! Come back to me! A Blue Hill punk, beautiful and tall, kissing in her room. A American flag ruffling in the wind from the window's gentle breeze. Photobomb. Photo hog. Mass! Kissing the girl of her dreams at their wedding in front of their family and friends. Love waiting between them. Mass! Meeting little Destiny for the first time, looking into her baby's adorable blue eyes, wondering what time of woman she would grow into. Mass! She has your freckles, love. Quiet. Nothingness. Hi everyone. This is Emma 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, you know, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!